Clark has been named on Forbes' list 25 most powerful women.
Forbes just dropped their top 25 most powerful women in sports list, and right near the top, sitting beside global icons like Serena Williams and Simone Biles, is none other than Caitlin Clark. The same Caitlin Clark that half the WNBA spent the entire season calling overrated. Yeah, that Caitlin. Number 4 in the entire country. The rookie who came in with pressure, critics, and expectations, and somehow turned all of it into power. Forbes didn't sugarcoat a thing. They called her the face of a new era in women's sports. $8 million in endorsements, record-shattering TV ratings, and fan bases that literally crashed ticket websites trying to see her play. This isn't about luck, it's about legacy. And just like that, Caitlin Clark reminded the world why she's not just another player, she's a cultural force. But you know what's even crazier? The reaction. Or more specifically, the silence. Not a single WNBA team page posted her ranking. No congratulations, no applause, just pure quiet envy. Because deep down, every player in that locker room knows the truth. Caitlin Clark is the reason their arenas were full this year. She's the reason cameras showed up. The reason people actually started caring. You'd think that kind of impact would earn some respect, but instead, it triggered resentment. Some players even dropped subtle posts like, "We all bring value." Sure, but one of you brought millions of new viewers and millions of dollars. That's a different kind of value. Forbes wasn't celebrating hype. They were recognizing dominance.
Well, it looked like Caitlin Clark is ringing bells yet again, this time making another exclusive list. And this is the second list that she has made this offseason. This time is dealing with Forbes' top 25.
They listed her alongside billionaires and CEOs for a reason. When you start showing up in conversations about power, not just talent, that's when the game changes. Caitlin Clark is redefining what it means to be an athlete in 2025. She's not just putting up numbers, she's moving markets. But that's exactly why some players are uncomfortable. Because while they're fighting for equality, Caitlin's out here becoming the proof that it's possible. And still, the league stays quiet. It's the loudest silence in sports. Forbes broke it down perfectly. They said Caitlin turned a record-breaking college career into early dominance in the WNBA. Translation: she's doing in one season what some never did in 10. Brands didn't hesitate either. Nike, Gatorade, and Wilson all lined up to put her name on everything. They saw what everyone else did, the Caitlin effect. A movement that transformed ticket sales, viewership, and the entire energy around women's basketball. But here's the twist. This all hit right as the WNBA is battling over a new CBA deal. Players are demanding more pay, better conditions, and respect. And while they fight for those rights, Caitlin Clark just got crowned one of the most powerful women in the entire world. The irony is unreal. She's the very example of the growth and recognition the league wants, but she's also the one person many can't stand to see win.
But the article goes on to say Caitlin is named on Forbes' America's Most Powerful 25 Women in Sports list.
Commissioner Kathy Engelbert should be thanking her every single day, because without Caitlin Clark, those TV ratings would look like a quiet Sunday service. Every time she steps on the court, the league trends. Every time she talks, headlines follow. That's not coincidence, that's influence. And now, Forbes made it official. They said Caitlin represents a new market for women's sports, where visibility and impact matter just as much as championships. That's a statement, and you can feel how uncomfortable it made people. Because it confirms what fans have been shouting all year. Caitlin Clark isn't just in the WNBA, she is the WNBA. She's pulling the league into the mainstream. She's forcing networks and brands to finally treat women's basketball like big business. The wild part? She's doing it all without asking for permission.
Her breaking college basketball career into early dominance in the WNBA. Her estimated $8 million income from her rookie season with the Indiana Fever was bolstered by big deals like Nike, Wilson, Gatorade, and signals and shift in how female athletes are being valued.
After Forbes released their list, the league's reaction was painfully predictable. A few subtle likes, a couple half-hearted mentions, and a whole lot of scrolling. The silence said everything. You could almost feel the jealousy through the screen, because deep down, every player knew Forbes got it right. Caitlin's not just the most talked about rookie in years, she's the most impactful. Forbes didn't base their ranking on hype or potential. They looked at influence, economics, and results, and Caitlin checked every single box. She's building a business empire before age 25. Signature Nike shoes in the works, custom Wilson basketballs, Gatorade campaigns that used to be reserved for LeBron-level athletes. She's not just playing the game, she's rewriting how it's marketed, and that's exactly why it stings. While the rest of the league is still begging for fair pay, Caitlin is creating generational wealth. She's proof that women's sports can sell if you've got the right story, the right talent, and the right timing. The Forbes list didn't expose anything new, it just made it undeniable. The WNBA doesn't have a marketing problem, it has a jealousy problem. Because instead of celebrating the player who brought in record audiences, too many are busy pretending she's the issue. Caitlin Clark is the growth they've been begging for. She's the walking answer to every question about the league's relevance. And yet, some can't stand that she did it her way. No politics, no drama, no fake controversies, just results. That's why it drives people crazy. She doesn't need the league to make her famous. The league needs her to stay relevant. The numbers back it up. Record attendance, record jersey sales, record viewership. One season, and she changed the entire economy of women's basketball. Forbes didn't call her powerful for no reason. They recognize that she's shifting how female athletes are valued.
It's gonna be legendary, bro. It truly, truly is. It's gonna be something like we never seen before. I'm calling it right now. That's how much faith I got in Cece, bro. Cece's she like that.
They literally said her success signals a new business model for women's sports. Translation: Caitlin isn't part of the system, she is the system. Even NBA Commissioner Adam Silver admitted it. He said the WNBA's new bargaining leverage is thanks to recent media attention. In other words, thank Caitlin Clark. The same league that ignored her at first now can't stop using her face in every promo. 1 year ago, she was just another rookie. Now she's number 4 on Forbes' global power list. That's not just success, that's poetic justice. And what makes it even better, she's done it without chaos or ego. While others subtweet, she works. While others complain, she delivers. Caitlin's building something bigger than fame. She's building a legacy. And the Forbes recognition is proof that every young athlete can do the same. You don't have to wait for validation. You can build it yourself. That's what terrifies people. Because Caitlin didn't play by their rules, she created her own. And now the world's rewarding her for it. The WNBA needs Caitlin Clark far more than Caitlin Clark needs the WNBA. She's the face, the force, and the future. Fans love her because she's authentic. Brands love her because she's consistent. The media loves her because she delivers numbers. And that combination? That's unstoppable. So when Forbes named her one of the 25 most powerful women in the world, it wasn't hype, it was a reality check. For the players who doubted her, for the execs who undervalued her, and for every critic who swore her fame would fade after college, guess what? She's only getting bigger. Caitlin Clark didn't just make a list, she made history. And the silence of her critics says more than words ever could. The truth is, Caitlin Clark represents everything the WNBA claims to want: visibility, growth, and cultural impact. But she's doing it in a way the system can't control. That's why it bothers people. She's not following the old playbook. She's writing a new one. From college stardom to global influence in less than 2 years, Caitlin built her own brand brick by brick, never relying on league marketing or media favors. When ESPN started shifting primetime slots for her games, it wasn't because the league asked. It was because viewers demanded it. When Nike and Gatorade came calling, it wasn't about hype. It was about numbers. The Caitlin effect isn't just a moment, it's a movement. And movements don't wait for permission. She's opening doors for every young girl who dreams of making basketball a career, proving that talent plus strategy equals power. And that's what makes this Forbes ranking so important. It's not just a list, it's validation that women in sports can command global influence, not just participation. Caitlin Clark is doing what even her critics secretly admire. She's changing how the world sees female athletes. And the best part? She's just getting started. Her story is far from over. Next season, the stakes get even higher. The expectations, the pressure, the spotlight, it's all doubling. But if history tells us anything, it's that Caitlin doesn't run from pressure. She thrives in it. Every record she breaks, every headline she makes, every sold-out arena she walks into, it all proves that this isn't a fluke. It's the future. And whether the league likes it or not, Caitlin Clark is leading it. So yeah, Forbes might have crowned her one of the most powerful women in sports, but the truth is, she's something even bigger. She's the one rewriting the definition of power itself.